Kia ora, Talofa, Malale, Bula and Welcome to Season 8, Episode 65 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOdigital.com, a wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a sunny and bright Saturday morning, 9 March 2024. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the blue continent. In Rugby Union, Fiji Rugby Sevens fans at home and around the world expressed relief that Ben Gollings was sacked by the Fiji Rugby Union yesterday after a record 19 HSBC SVNS Rugby 7 Series tournaments without a win. While there's some anxiety that it happened just 6 months out from the Paris Olympics, where Fiji's defending gold medalist, fans harbour hope that with the selection of World Rugby Hall of Famer and Rio Olympics Rugby Sevens gold medal winning Captain Osea Kolinisau, now a level 3 World Rugby qualified coach, that the Fiji Men Sevens team will rise to the occasion. But what about the Team Fijiana head coach? Or don't Fiji Rugby Sevens fans really care about the women's game? In football, Liverpool remain on course to send Jurgen Klopp off with a quadruple of trophies as they surge towards the Europa League quarterfinals after a 5-1 win away to Sparta Prague on Thursday. The Reds not distracted by Sunday's massive Premier League showdown against Manchester City. In other Europa League games, Roma thrashed Brighton 4-0 in the Italian capital, and Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen had to come from 2-0 down to preserve their unbeaten season with a 2-2 draw against Karabakh in Azerbaijan. In sports biz, already boasting one of the fastest growing franchise valuations in sports, Formula One is reaching another milestone as every team is worth at least US $1.3 billion, according to McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown. Speaking to Bloomberg in Jeddah ahead of Saturday's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Brown credited a surge in American popularity and overall revenues under the leadership of Liberty Media, which purchased the motorsport circuit in 2017. Half the grid is profitable. They weren't 5 years ago, Brown said. And in rugby league, it took an eternity for the first and only try of the game, but it finally arrived when Storm centre Ramus Smith crossed out wide in the 50th minute, enabling his side to pull off a gritty 8-0 win over the reigning premiers, the Penrith Panthers, in Melbourne last night. The win preserved a unique record for Storm coach Craig Bellamy, 22 straight round 1 wins to continue an incredible record that dates back to his first season as an NRL head coach in 2003. Meanwhile, Broncos star Ezra Mam has rejected Spencer Lenieux's offer to fly to Brisbane for a face-to-face apology for calling him a monkey during their Las Vegas clash on Sunday. Too little, too late, mate. You had your chance during and after the game in Las Vegas. In combat sports, in 2012, at the age of 26, fired by dreams of becoming a professional boxer, Francis Ngannou left his brutal work in the sandpits of Cameroon to make a break for Europe and a better life. He crossed the unforgiving Sahara, traveled through Niger, and Algeria before reaching Morocco. There, after half a dozen failed attempts, he finally made it across the Mediterranean to Spain, where he was promptly jailed for making an illegal crossing. Completing a trip of around 5,000 kilometers, he took a train to Paris, lived in a car park before local boxing coach Didier Camon found him a place to live and a gym in which to train. The rest is history. Francis Ngannou fights Anthony Joshua later this morning in Saudi Arabia, for which he's being paid US $20.2 million. Now is that a real-life Rocky story or what? And that's a wrap. For TEIVOVOdigital.com, I'm Calden Kamea. Mahalo. Ka kite, thank you all too much for all your love and support. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pasifika sports highlights on Breakfast Bites.